I had the occasion to be in San Francisco in the mid 1990s for a Labyrinth Training Facilitators seminar, but I miscalculated how long it was going to take to drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco, and I arrived there well after midnight. It wasn't until the next morning when I looked out the window of my room at the Mark Hopkins that I realized what a beautiful place San Francisco is. Looking out at the Pacific Union Club, the Brocklebank Apartments, Fairmont Hotel, Grace Cathedral, and the Grand Lodge of California Temple, that I realized Nob Hill is a cosmically charged place. But what really caught my attention was in the center of it all, a small grassy park where a group of people had gathered to practice the ancient art of Falun Gong. Falun Gong adheres to the principles of compassion, tolerance, and forbearance. As I walked up the steps of Grace Cathedral each day for the seminar, it occurred to me that in our lives we're in pursuit of wholeness and completion, but at the same time, truth be known, wholeness and completion is also in hot pursuit of us. Welcome, welcome to Illinois Bridging Awareness. I'm Stanley Smith at Illinois Bridging Awareness. Our affirmation is that God intends all good things for us. And our intention is that we will accomplish all good things. And our visualization is that we are accomplishing all these good things individually and collectively. If it sometimes seems like we're in a dark place here in Illinois or in our nation or around the world, it's possibly because we're intended to be the light. We're intended to be the light in all these dark spaces and places, and we're trying to be the light for each other and for ourselves, providing support and encouragement for ourselves and everybody else. On our Saturday call each week, we have been trying to breathe in and breathe out into a centering exercise or meditation which grounds us for a moment in this very challenging and troubling time. On each call, we have the centering exercise followed by a brief visualization. And the visualization I've been offering each week is the summer road trip. We've been on summer vacation together, traveling all over the United States. And last week, ironically, we were traveling from Los Angeles to San Francisco. Ironically, our guest this week will be Sue Liu, who is the practitioner of Falun Gong and coordinator for Illinois and our region. I was happy to be reintroduced to the Falun Gong this summer when I happened to cross paths with them as they were giving a demonstration in the downtown Chicago Federal Plaza. Sue will demonstrate the practice and art of Falun Gong, which is a meditation and centering exercise focused on the principles of compassion, tolerance, and forbearance. When this was reintroduced in the 1990s in mainland China, it took off and quickly became one of the greatest and largest spiritual movements in modern history. And it wasn't long before they were targeted by the Chinese Communist Party as a major threat, and they've been persecuted and maligned ever since. Sue will be invited back to talk about the political implications of Falun Gong in China and around the world at the conservative hour at a later date in the 10 o'clock hour to explore that topic in its entirety. But for this Saturday, we'll be focused on the spiritual practice and how we can take this on, breathe it in, and manifest it. Part of the Falun Gong lens is the idea that in our daily living we often view through the lens of what we like and what we don't like. But if we can move beyond that to a greater awareness and a larger lens, more can be accomplished in our lives and in the life of the world. Each week on the Saturday call, it's so good to hear from a speaker or to explore a topic. Last week, we had a discussion about important intel sources and resources that our members have compiled, and we shared them and are compiling them on a major list that will be shared with participants very shortly. But the subject matter included spiritual, healing, intel, politics, timelines, astrology, vaccine, children, family, as well as tarot card reading and UFOs. All the topics and more that our participants are interested in, and we'll be happy to share those very, very shortly. In our summer road trip this summer, we started out closer to home here in Illinois, but it wasn't long before we found ourselves passing St. Louis and the gateway, the arch, which is considered the gateway to the west. And this Saturday we'll be approaching the Golden Gate of San Francisco, which can be seen as the gateway to the Orient and the unknown. In all of our pursuits, what's the worst thing that can happen? I think we're all risk takers, and in our pursuit, finding out that we're pursued by wholeness, completion, and wisdom, perhaps we can take that risk and find ourselves being captured in the pursuit. If you would like to join us on the Saturday call is every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.